JBN, we keep you informed. Let me first say big up to the members of the JBN family who supports us every day. Guys, we thank you very much for your love and commitment to the channel. Because of you have achieved a significant milestone, I'll be announcing that shortly. We couldn't have done it without you. The thumbs up even when you don't like the news item, watching or listening to the entire video to give us the watch time, and of course sharing the videos with your family members and friends and encouraging them to subscribe. We really appreciate and love you, and I want to also say welcome to the first timers. Make sure you subscribe today. Now today I'm going to be talking about Sikka Rhymes and his neighbors. We know nothing about Sikka Rhymes shooting, says Caretaker. Let me go back for those persons who are not aware of who Sikka Rhymes is and what happened. So fast rising dancehall artist and self-styled Gaza vice president, who is said to be the cousin of Vybz Kartel. Some people say that he's a cousin of Sean Storm. Now, Sikka Rhymes was shot about 3:45 a.m. on Sunday while on his way home after performing at an event in Sandy Park, St. Andrew. He was shot 3 times upon reaching a stoplight in the vicinity of the Sovereign Shopping Center. According to the police, they think he was trailed from the event, but they are unclear if the assailants were on a motorcycle or in a car. So, he had surgery, the bullets were removed, and he's presently recuperating in hospital. Now, after Sikka Rhymes was shot, 3 members of one family were murdered in Waterford. These persons were 74-year-old Pamela Russell, her daughter 48-year-old Shamela Russell Craig, and her 21-year-old grandson Romario Craig, so 3 generations. They were Sikka Rhymes' neighbors for years. They were sitting in their living room about 9:20 on Sunday night when they were pounced upon by unknown assailants and shot several times. You know, I always ask this question whenever I'm doing news items. How does the police know that they are unknown assailants if all persons are dead? If all 3 persons are dead and other persons are dead, how does the police know that? But they said they were pounced upon by unknown assailants and shot several times. Now, all 3 persons are related to the JLP caretaker for the Waterford Division Krishno Holmes, who has come out to say that his family had nothing to do with the shooting of Sikka Rhymes. According to Holmes, it was reported in the media that a 17-year-old relative of his was involved in the shooting, but he's stating categorically that those allegations are false, misleading, and dangerous in their entire context. He went on to say that following the hearing of the report, there has been increased threats to the lives of his family members. Holmes alleged that one day after the media report, there was an attempt made on his 17-year-old's cousin's life. Now he says that his family is innocent of the assault on Sikka Rhymes, who has been her neighbor for years. We wish him a speedy recovery and hope that he will be able to come forward to dispel this fake news. Now, Holmes is urging the media outlets to be mindful of the sources that they use to validate their stories. Now, as persons who are dispensing information, sometimes, we're just too jumpy because we want to be the first one to break the news. We don't think of the repercussions. And guys, we live in a Jamaica where everybody head at. A lot of these just want to go around and make dopey because they want to look tough. I carried a news item last night where 2 bike men had an altercation and one was killed when the other kicked his bike, causing him to crash into a concrete pole. And all of this happened after the elderly man apologized. But of course, the man head hot. And so as bloggers or reporters, whatever we want to call ourselves, we have to stop and think. We have to be more mindful. We have to be more responsible. Because yes, they were their neighbors. I don't know these people. I don't even know Sikka Rhymes. I don't know them. So I don't know exactly if there was confrontations before or whatever. But sometimes we have to stop and think that if this is not the truth, what is going to happen to the other family members? Everybody wants to come out and say, yes, we are the breaking news person, and we break news and we do this. Yes, me say me a Jamaica breaking news. But a lot of people going to say, no, some now go over to the channel because them too boring. But I always try to stick to the facts. Yes, sometimes you don't get it right because, you're working with information that the police is dispensing. So sometimes you might not get it right. But sometimes we're too quick to jump up and say, are the person they're responsible? We have to think because we have to think of the persons, the family members that are left behind, and we have to just be responsible and just think of what we say when we open our mouth to give our opinion, because it can be really detrimental to people. And so we don't know if there was a confrontation between any member of this family and Sikka Rhymes. We don't know if it was an altercation coming from another situation. We don't know if it was a robbery. We don't know if it was a mistaken identity. So instead of accusing people, let us wait on the facts. Let us wait until the police do their investigations to say this is what happened before we start to state things and let people start to be, you state it and say it as if you are totally aware of the situation and you know that it is a fact. Because too many lives are being put at risk when we do this. All right, JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.